told her today? Yeah. She did? Or she didn't? Did I have to do it? She did? Yeah.
It's week 3 of the National Football League, and featured this week is Darren Wallace. He was terrific last week, taking his catches for 124 total yards. It's the Eagles and the Texans on Sunday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night as over the Houston Texans taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Me olvidó.
With Charles Davis,
nunca respondiste hasta más tarde a las 8.
They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together.
Cuando llegué allí, la atención la tenía en ella. Cuando llegué allí, la atención la tenía en ella.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. And the Eagles are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Richardson looking to throw. And got his man complete. Touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jr.
Nice.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. A drive there, just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Cam Smith. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown in the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it cost them.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
This is going to be a while. It's going to be a little while.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
What's the word of the day?
McCaffrey running up the middle, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
It tells you there,
It's a
man.
3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Can you try to read it? Try and read it. Try. Just try. No pressure.
Here's Richardson to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Jackson Smith and Jigba. 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. Now they're going to slow him down.
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And it's good. And they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something. And pretty. And as early struggles continue, there's another one intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams.
But it's certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
What, they're trying to come up with the sentence?
This game, as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Think of a sentence, mijo. You got it.
For me, which I know would excite all our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going.
I look at my sister before I go to school.
That is not even a sentence.
Now Richardson.
I look.
Battled by the safety, but caught anyway. And bulldozing his way through. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I just say from the defense's perspective, okay, they've got the lead, and they're getting all the bounces. What's going on here?
I guess the good news for the other side, still 3+ quarters remaining.
Yeah, maybe things will equal out over the course of the game.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
There you go. Well, that's a sentence.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Richardson. Able to hook up with Williams here on the outlet. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Salute.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Okay, you want to tell me?
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now it's Richardson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jamison Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, just a
Look, what about this one?
for this offense, Charles.
It's
3 drives,
important
touchdowns.
to look when you cross the street.
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball. That's
You can put, I look to the left and to the right before I cross the street.
No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
I got a good one. I look at videos in my tablet. On my tablet.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And he's off to a very poor start.
I look, but you have to say I look at videos. You can't just say I look at SpongeBob on my tablet.
First and 10.
Yeah, I look at SpongeBob videos. You don't even have to say Tyler, but I guess you could. I look at SpongeBob videos. That's all you need.
Now Hall to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get this complete to Tillman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to pump them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Holding.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Ball again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
At this point in the second quarter,
let's go.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
There, Richardson back to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, Brooks has played quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey.
I messed that
Chance
up.
of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. As he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now. But if not for these guys, they got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Richardson now on second down. On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Richardson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go.
I'm going to work tomorrow. Nah.
So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard
No, we'll have a
line here,
meeting to go
2nd and goal.
to. No meeting.
And then space after the beat.
Back to throw. Richardson over the middle, finding Smith-Njigba. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but they let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one swung out to Vaughn. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they'll settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that maybe they were a yard closer. That would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
13.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to... And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gould. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Jackson's throw complete to Freiermuth. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On second down, a run with Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll go again with Hall. A beautiful fake. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they're coming a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. That's to the tight end, Wiley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now Jackson on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
She's on the phone. She's busy right now. Just give her some space. Wait for Mama. She's on the phone.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. Richardson.
I had that dude open too.
Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Smith-Njigba. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense taking over again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 2. Paul again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage it. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down moment.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field firing up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka. That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
6 yards the pick up, and that's a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a throw.
Baby, are you ready though? Yeah, did you finish your paleta? Did you finish your paleta? Why are you eating candy if you have a paleta?
And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Richardson working from the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Jackson on 1st down. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
And people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe the 3rd corner, who's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man.
Well, that's already, yeah, I've already cut one piece off. Porque no caben aquí adentro, por eso. Okay. We need to buy rice.
He's going to sharpen those. So we just got to buy sharpeners. And knife sharpener.
Touches, just keep mixing it up, giving different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Jackson.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing is Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Gets this over the middle to Tillman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson now. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we can cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know when a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Richardson off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you can hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was